Qin Na.
Qin Na techniques can be regarded as a martial system in their own right, since they demand a thorough understanding not only of the joints but of human anatomy as a whole. The term Qin means to capture, while Na translates as to seize or control. Combined, Qin Na can be understood as to capture and control, referring to methods of gripping, applying pressure, and joint manipulation that allow one to subdue an opponent in self-defense. Within the Shaolin tradition, these techniques are specifically applied to neutralize or interrupt an attack. The Shaolin Temple has a long and distinguished history in martial arts, particularly in the practice of Qin Na. Although its origins trace back almost to the founding of the temple itself, it is well established that by the time of the Qin dynasty, 1644–1911, Qin Na techniques were widely known among the general population. During this era, methods of capture and control experienced a period of great popularity, leading to their peak and wider dissemination. Over the centuries, warrior monks from both Buddhist and Taoist temples systematized and refined several unarmed combat styles, many of which had family or military origins. Due to various historical circumstances, these martial traditions eventually spread beyond the temples, becoming an integral part of China's cultural heritage. These methods, originally intended for situations in which warriors were forced to fight after losing their weapons, included not only striking techniques with hands and feet, but also a wide range of grips and joint locks. Such maneuvers were designed to immobilize an attacker, subdue them, apply strangles, or damage the joints when necessary. Monks within the temples were particularly skilled in these practices, which were usually taught in combination with other aspects of martial training. It was not until the 12th century that General Yue 1103–1142, founder of the eagle claw style Yin Zhao, introduced a series of reforms in the imperial army during the late Song dynasty. Among his initiatives was the requirement that soldiers undergo compulsory training in unarmed combat, A highly skilled martial artist himself, a necessary qualification for attaining high rank in the Chinese military of that era. Yue compiled and organized his techniques of locks and holds into a system of 108 basic movements, designed to make instruction and practice more accessible. Over time, this program, born from practical necessity, exerted a significant influence on Chinese combat systems. Although these techniques were already known among martial artists of the period, Yue's codification made them easier to teach and pass on, leading to their acceptance within martial traditions. Thanks to this, they became preserved as part of China's martial heritage. Even today, some traditional Kung Fu schools continue to practice these movements, keeping alive the original principles laid down by the general. According to Master Yang Junming in his 2004 book Shaolin Qin Na, this system of joint locking and controlling techniques is divided into 5 main categories: dividing the muscle undivided by or tendon, tearing, separating, or damaging tendons and muscles to destabilize the opponent, misplacing the bone, kougu, manipulating or dislocating bones or joints, sealing the breath, Qi restricting the opponent's breathing, for example by applying pressure to the chest, throat, or diaphragm, sealing or blocking veins and arteries, or pressing veins and arteries, obstructing blood flow to weaken or incapacitate, pressing cavities or meridians, striking or applying pressure to acupuncture points or vital areas to disrupt the opponent's function. These 5 methods operate within broader categories of joint manipulations and capturing techniques, often summarized according to the circles. Small circle, techniques targeting small joints such as fingers and wrists. Medium circle, zhongquan, locking and manipulation of the elbows and knees. Large circle, involving the shoulders, hips, and sometimes footwork, combined with upper body control. In addition to technical application, Qin Na requires the integration of both physical and internal qualities. On the physical side, a practitioner must train strength and speed, su. On the internal side, the training develops qi, cultivation of internal energy, focused concentration and mental intent, spirit and presence, 感觉, sensitivity and tactile awareness, 反应, reaction and perception, the ability to respond intuitively. Together, these elements form the essence of Qin Na practice. Beyond being a catalog of techniques, it becomes a complete discipline that develops body mechanics, mental clarity, and energetic integration. In Japanese martial arts, what is known in China as Qin Na is often referred to as the art of Koppo or Koppo Jutsu. These joint locking, bone manipulating, and restraining techniques have been preserved and practiced primarily within traditional jujitsu, as well as being integrated into Aikido, Judo, and Ninjutsu. In Korea, the principles of Qin Na directly influence the development of modern Hapkido, which places strong emphasis on joint manipulation and control, alongside throws and strikes. In the Philippines, similar methods are embedded within Eskrima divided by Kali divided by Arnis, where trapping, joint locking, immobilization, and chokeholds are part of the broader weapons and empty hand systems.